I really f***ed up G-Unit clothing, the record company, the whole shit. I put G-Unit in flames. And yeah, he didn't like me.
What's good, Rizzle fam? It's your boy Big Man. It's estimated that there are over 100 diss records that resulted from the long-standing beef between two legendary rappers, 50 Cent and The Game. These two former friends and collaborators were once part of the same group, G-Unit, until tensions rose and their relationship took a turn for the worse. With The Game's rapid rise to fame, thanks in part to 50 Cent's contributions, the stakes were high and the pressure was on. But when The Game expressed support for 50's enemies, it was the breaking point that led to a physical altercation at a New York radio station. Yet, in true hip-hop fashion, the beef was eventually squashed, but not before leaving a lasting impact on the industry. The very first time that The Game and 50 Cent met, it was thanks to one of the greatest hip-hop producers of all time, Dr. Dre. Dre brought The Game into G-Unit, and it was with a simple goal in mind: to increase his visibility and create hype around his upcoming debut album, The Documentary, which included 3 singles featuring 50 Cent. It was evident that tensions had escalated when The Game was filming the music video for his third single, Hate It or Love It, which featured 50 Cent. According to reports, during the video shoot, 50 Cent refused to sit in the front seat of the car next to The Game and instead chose to sit in the back seat. In 2005, 50 Cent publicly removed The Game from G-Unit during a live radio interview on Hot 97 in the US, stating he's gone. 50 Cent also expressed that The Game should refrain from using the name G-Unit, stating that he believed The Game thought he was doing him a favor by using the name.
For me, he has a lot of inconsistencies, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's incredible that he would come back and forget how much I've done for him. You know, personally, you know what I'm saying?
So where does he stand as far as G-Unit is concerned right now?
Across the street or around the corner. He's not in my camp.
Upon hearing 50 Cent's comments, The Game attempted to enter the radio station where he had earlier appeared as a guest. Just a few days before the incident at Hot 97, The Game appeared on Flex's radio show himself and stated that he would not involve himself in any of 50 Cent's feuds. However, a scuffle broke out between his entourage and the security guards, resulting in one of The Game's associates being shot in the leg. In response, 50 and the other members of G-Unit exited the building through the back door. In March of 2005, both 50 Cent and The Game issued a formal statement announcing that they had put an end to their feud. The Game expressed optimism, stating, 50 and I are proving that real situations and real problems can be solved with real talk. However, as events would later show, this reconciliation was very short-lived, and their friendship was not meant to last. Unfortunately, the peace between 50 and The Game was short-lived, and it didn't take long for G-Unit to question The Game's street cred and remove him from the group once again, announcing that he would not be featured on any of their upcoming albums. Following his dismissal from G-Unit for the second time, The Game launched a boycott of the group, which he dubbed G-Unot. 50 continued to take jabs at The Game and his music with tracks like Gun Jam. This caused The Game to become angry and feel that the truce had been broken. He channeled his anger into writing 300 Bars and Runnin', an anthem that aimed to destroy G-Unit as a brand, record label, and group. Working with DJ Ski for 48 hours straight, Game was fully aware of the potential impact on the track, stating that it could cause a major problem in music. Indeed, the release of 300 Bars and Runnin' reignited the feud between The Game and 50 Cent. This diss track prompted a response from 50 Cent in the form of a video for his song Piggy Bank, in which he depicted The Game as Mr. Potato Head doll. This exchange of diss tracks between these two artists ignited a wave of similar songs from other artists in the rap industry. In September 2006, The Game seemed to have a change of heart about his feud with 50. During an appearance on Angie Martinez's radio show, he expressed his desire to reconcile and find a way to work together, stating that he wanted to, quote, talk and just see where our heads are and see if maybe we can come to even playing field, respectfully to each other. However, 50 Cent remained silent on the matter. In an interview with MTV, Game expressed remorse about the G-Unit breakup, citing Interscope Records CEO Jimmy Levine's advice to not break up the group. He acknowledged his past mistakes and immaturity and emphasized that the chemistry between him and 50 was unique and had the potential to generate endless success and millions of albums sold, comparing it to the duo of Method Man and Redman. But the G-Unit was ready to drop the ball. Tony Yayo, representing G-Unit, stated in January of 2009 that they would not be accepting any apologies from The Game, citing his inconsistent behavior. Yayo said,
You know, Game is bipolar, man. Like, one day he's this way, on the next day he's the next. I mean, when you got a group like G-Unit, we sold millions of records, you got a lot of egos, you know what I'm saying? And from Buck and Game, I think they should have just learned how to control them egos.
Just a week later, it was reported that the Game dissed G-Unit once again during a concert in Sydney, Australia. In November of that year, 50 Cent included the track So Disrespectful on his album Before I Self-Destruct, and it was clear who he was targeting with lyrics such as,
"Come on, gang, you'll never be my equal. Your homies shoot dogs, my niggas shoot people. See me, I'm what you're never gonna be. I'm in that tax bracket you're never gonna see."
In November 2010, the Game took it to Twitter and expressed his willingness to end the feud, urging 50 Cent to pick up the phone and call him. However, 50 Cent has yet to act on that request, leaving fans to wonder if the feud will ever truly come to an end. In 2012, we got our answer, and no, the beef was not squashed. 50 Cent released a collaboration with Eminem and Adam Levine in which he rapped,
"Right in my face, so game in broken sucker."
Even though it was revealed that the song was actually recorded 2 years prior and 50 Cent claimed that he had no intention to diss the Game, the insult was there. The Game was cooking up a response. The Game responded with another diss track, continuing this cycle of their feud. In early 2013, the Game initiated a discussion about a G-Unit reunion by launching a petition on his Facebook page, asking fans to vote for a reunion through G-UnitReunion.com. The petition garnered over 11,000 signatures in little over a month. However, 50 Cent dismissed the idea, claiming that Game's motive was to generate attention. During an interview with Power 106, he explained that the Game had to find a new way to grab attention. And now it was by suggesting a G-Unit reunion. You're not gonna get nothing back together. I decide that. I do what I want to do. I don't give a f what they're talking about on a blog post. If you don't want peace, then it's war, thought the Game, who released the mixtape OKE, Operation Everything, in October 2013. In the song Hollywood, Game spat the line,
"Reunite with G-Unit, bitch, 50, look."
Who would believe that just a few months earlier he wanted to reunite, but the reunion actually did take place a little later, just without the Game. G-Unit surprised everyone when they reunited at the annual Summer Jam concert in 2014. 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, Tony Yayo, and Young Buck hit the stage with new member Kid Kid. Needless to say, there was one man missing, the Game. The G-Unit didn't really come back for real, as this show was mostly a one-time thing. However, miraculously, the beef between the Game and 50 did calm down eventually. In 2016, after 11 years of animosity, rapper 50 Cent and the Game were spotted together at Ace of Diamonds in Los Angeles. The Game was stating in a Twitter video that he has no hard feelings and, quote, ain't nobody on that old shit. They were two previously seen partying together in March, and while the Game dismissed the idea of a G-Unit reunion earlier this year, with their feud now over, it may be more possible. Regardless, looking back at the time that Game had not only next to 50, but next to G-Unit, the Game still believes that he held his ground and that he did not show fear. If you ask him, he did things his own way.
I really f***ed up G-Unit clothing, the record company, the whole shit. I put G-Unit in flames. And yeah, he didn't like me.
People online can say what they want to say, but most people think that 50 and Game are something special. And the only reason that they went into shambles is because Game wanted a piece of fame and success all to himself. Comments online say, I think deep down the Game is salty with 50 because he knows that his hottest run in the industry is when he signed to the Aftermath/G-Unit. And since then, he hasn't really lived up to the hype, and that's gotta hurt. Listening to 50 Cent preach about how the Game just used G-Unit as a means to an end, one person wrote, looking back on this, 50 was right this whole time about Game. Finally, reflecting on how things stand between the two MCs and listening to the Game speak, one person thought, you could tell that the Game regrets the whole beef thing with 50. But what's y'all's thoughts on the beef between 50 and the Game? Did they take it too far? Let us know down in the comments section below. If you like this video, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button. Be sure to share with a friend or two. And as always, remember to keep it RIZZLE.